Please join me in welcoming the President, Mr. Sarat Jassi.
Members of Manama Toastmasters, Sri Lanka Club members, ladies and gentlemen, and children. On behalf of the Sri Lanka Club, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to all of you present here this evening. Today is the last session of the Youth Leadership Program. If I may ask you a question, if the need arises, how many of you can go from your house to Manama by public transport? Bus. How many of you can? I doubt very much many of you will be able to do that. But you'd like to know some of your friends who are here and who have migrated. By putting what you learned into practice, I would like to emphasize on one thing. Time management.
We are inspired by your inaugural words. Now it is time for us to see who these Toastmasters are, what their challenge and what their origin. There is a distinguished Toastmaster, a great Toastmaster among us.
A young university graduate recently passed out from Wesleyan University in California found the same thing in his own society and everything in third world. In this society.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I have great pleasure in welcoming each one of you this evening. First of all, I would like to introduce myself as a person who has been very shy and nervous to speak in public. But after joining this wonderful program, here I am in front of you, just in standing with you with so much confidence. Today, we have come to an end of this wonderful session, which has been started 8 weeks ago. This evening, we will show you a typical Toastmaster meeting with a group of Toastmasters to assist us. Please join me in welcoming Vishnu Fonseca, who will be our timer for this evening.
Good evening, Madam Toastmaster, ladies and gentlemen, friends, parents, and honored guests. Time stops for no one, so I'm here today to be the timer for this session. The timer shows how long the speaker, he or she, has spoken. I have 3 cards, red, yellow, and green. Each of these cards shows how long the speaker has spoken for. Prepared speeches should be a duration for 3 to 5 minutes. At the end of 3 minutes, I'll show the green card. Then at 4 minutes, I'll show the yellow card. At the end of 5 minutes, I will show the red card. There will be a grace period for about 30 seconds, at the end of which I will tap the tape on the table to indicate that the speaker's time has elapsed. If applied again, I will show the green card. Then at 1.5 minutes, I will raise the yellow card to show. Then at 2 minutes, I will raise the red card. Over to you.
His other interests also include music and public speaking. Please, ladies and gentlemen, do join me in welcoming Mario Ranasturia.
Good evening, Madam Toastmaster, friends, ladies and gentlemen. This evening, I will be your joke master, and my job is to make you laugh with a group of jokes that I have collected
And became a barrister.
For his great sense of humor. His topic for this evening is My Views of School. Please, ladies and gentlemen, do join me in welcoming Sumudu Lanka.
A cauliflower is nothing but a cabbage with a college education. Madam Toastmaster, ladies and gentlemen, and dear friends. My speech is in a place every one of us children dreads. It may just be a few buildings or a building, yet many of us refer to it as a prison or hell. In spite of all this, we attend it almost every day and refer to the time we leave this place as the escape. By this particularly descriptive introduction, you might have all guessed that my speech is on schools. The school is an organization, and organizations can rule your life. Therefore, it is safe to say that we get by school or survive through school. The school is probably the first big organization we as children have attended. Every civilized society has made arrangements for the training of young from preschool to college. In spite of all this, we despise school. And I can back my statement by a quotation. For every person who wants to teach, there are approximately 30 who do not want to learn. And this is very true, despite the fact that our parents constantly tell us the value of education and how good it is for our future.
That's right.
Good evening, Madam Toastmaster, ladies and gentlemen, and friends. I've come here to speak about the new millennium. People are going to be in pain. We are all going to have headaches. And what's worse is that we'll all be partying until 2001. People have gone so far out in preparing for the year 2000 that they will probably ruin their whole lives partying the whole night on the new millennium, when you can party all night, searching for a bunch of dead guys who drowned in the ocean because they wanted to fly to see what it was like when the sun came up over the horizon.
Speaker for this evening, respected ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming Lochmi Ekanayaka. I'm sure all of you here read the daily newspaper. What do you get in it? We usually find stories about murders, cruelty to elders, and it always includes something about the younger generation disrespecting their elders. Madam Toastmaster, ladies and gentlemen, and my dear friends, good evening. Elders. Who are elders? They are not only people who are older than us, but people who deserve a lot of respect, especially from the younger generation. But sadly, they do not get this respect. In fact, what they do get is the exact opposite. Elders are not only people who can just be forgotten because they may be old-fashioned, or simply because they're not up to date with today's modern world and tend to follow their own ways. You, my dear elders, and your ancestors are the people who built the sophisticated world in which we live in today out of the very basic tools. Now comes the question, do we, younger generation, respect our elders? Most of you may think, like, duh, yes, of course I do. I've never spoken back to an elderly person or avoid helping them. No. Think again. Think of how many times you talk back angrily to your parents. How many times have you imitated your teachers after all the valuable things they've taught us? Nowadays, I've heard children in school call the teachers by their first names, omitting Mrs. and their surnames. Sometimes we see elderly people trying to cross the road. Sometimes we also see blind people trying to cross the road.
Our next speaker is a very talented young boy whose talents range from acting to playing Scrabble. And this topic is on knowledge is power. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Cylinder LBT. was losing very badly. They also had one player missing, and so a small boy approached and asked if he could play. All the boys played the ball where there were no fielders, the pulley and many others. As the world slowly grew up, various inventions have taken place. The invention of the light bulb by Thomas Edison made it easier for man to see well in the dark. All the other inventions have occurred by using man's brains. Today, in the 20th century, which will soon be the 21st century, the world is full of mechanical robots. Today, as we approach the millennium, science has vastly improved, and advanced computers and the internet help to make man's work easier. We also have to use our brains in all kinds of sports, such as cricket.
100 times smarter than what she was, she became a man. Many men do not.
It's been a great pleasure to accept this invitation to come and say a few words at the culmination of this first phase of the Youth Fellowship, Youth Leadership Program of the Sri Lanka Club Toastmasters. As was said by Mr. Clement Fernando some time ago, the words of Winston Churchill, this is the end of the beginning for you. This is where you start your leadership. I'm amazed when I listen to some of you, to most of you. I'm amazed at the changes that have taken place in this short time. I mean, I've known some of you kids before, and I wouldn't have imagined that in such a short time you would have achieved the skills that you displayed today in the speeches that you gave. That in itself is testimony to the enormous amount of work that must have been done by the Toastmasters to bring it to this level. And I'm sure that what you've achieved is going to stand you in very good stead. I just look back on my time, many years ago as a kid. I was too scared to even get up in front of a microphone.
Mr. Fonseca. Lanka Gunawat. I would like to mention you here, since the inception of our symposium, there is one person like a shadow behind us, helping and guiding. Now it is the time to honor this person. May I invite the person of the Sri Lanka Club Symposium to come to the podium. Sahat Gunutilaka.